We need a 7-day economy, and that's the subject of today's Idea of the Day. There are 7 days in the week, and for whatever reason, there isn't an equality about all days of the week. We know, for example, that typically a person needs at least a couple of days off. So we've built a society around a 5-day week. And depending on your religious background, you may or may not rest on the 7th day. And of course, the weird thing about that is we all can't agree on what that 7th day is. Of course, in the Jewish faith, that would be Saturday. And in the Christian faith, that would be Sunday. So, for what it's worth, we have a double standard here. There are still cities, and one of them, for example, Paramus, New Jersey, which even has one of the biggest malls in the New York area and an IKEA that close on Sundays. The entire IKEA is closed on Sundays, which of course creates a weird paradox on top of that, because people in that area, there happens to be a very large Orthodox Jewish community in that area who can't shop on Saturday. And then, of course, they can't shop on Sunday because all the stores, even the IKEA, are closed on Sunday, which creates kind of a weird situation. So you have the stores opening at night a little later, so that the Orthodox community, which won't shop during Saturday during the day, could shop at Saturday night. So I'm kind of rambling about that. But the point here is that we have a weird double standard when it comes to how the economy works. Now, banks, for the most part, are closed on the weekend. There are a few exceptions. TD Bank, for example, has 7 days a week of banking. But the weird thing about that is, because it's the weekend, technically anything they're posting over that weekend doesn't actually get applied until Monday anyway. It also means that if a traditional business or individual deposits a check late on a Friday, it won't really hit the person's account until Sunday. If you have any other types of transfers and things like that, they actually don't really take place until Monday, with some exceptions. And there's again a double standard. Why is it that certain transactions can happen on the weekend? Like a credit card, when you buy something, that works on the weekend. But you can't do regular banking. You can't deposit properly. And when your checks go in, they don't clear on a weekend because it's the weekend. Now, in this day and age where most of those transactions, say almost 100% of them, are happening through automation, through computer systems, I find it odd that we still have an economy that essentially shuts down on the weekend. You can't have certain types of transactions on the weekend. Now, what I'm proposing here is that we open things back up to the way it should be. Think about it. If we want our economy to grow a certain percentage, why not open it up so that everything that can possibly happen is 7 days a week? Retail's been that way, again, except for certain cities. And it should be that if there are a lot of jobs that would be opened and more opportunities that would be open if we had a 7-day economy. Now, I'm not proposing that people who work in banks have to work 7 days, nor should postal workers, although they now are starting to deliver packages on Sunday. And they deliver, UPS still doesn't have a regular delivery, and FedEx doesn't really either have a full delivery schedule, which is kind of funny. They have some people who do work the weekends. And the weird thing about FedEx, by the way, if you think about it, is they are an overnight service, but they really only overnight Monday into Tuesday, Tuesday into Wednesday, Wednesday into Thursday, because Thursday into Friday, but they don't actually have anything from Friday into Saturday, from Saturday into Sunday, and Sunday into Monday. So they only have to be, guaranteed, absolutely positive they have to be there overnight, except if it's Friday night or Saturday night or Sunday night, you're not getting it overnight. And of course you could. They'll charge you more for weekend delivery, but why should they? It's just overnight delivery, just like every other day. And that is, again, the essence of what I'm saying today. Why should there be a double standard just because it's the weekend? Now, I know a lot of people saying, but I need my 2 days off. Well, I need my 2 days off too. That's how I come and I shoot these videos, for example. And if I had to be out there in the workforce every day, I wouldn't be able to do that. But the essence here, again, is the economy would be 7 days. It doesn't mean people have to work 7 days a week. There are a lot of people looking for work. So if everybody worked a 5-day week, and some people, rotate, let's say, their weekend schedules, or just some people only want to work on weekends, it would be more jobs, the economy itself would be moving along better. It's like giving our economy, which exists in 7 days, now you're taking away 2 out of 7. That's, I don't know the percentage, but if it was 2 out of 10, it'd be 20%. So it's more than 20%. Taking 20% of the economy and kind of slowing it down, from package deliveries, from banking, from all sorts of other stuff that doesn't take place on the weekend. I think we've matured enough now, and we have an economy where there's opportunities for people who will work on the weekends, or want to work, period, and aren't working, to work on those weekends. And for certain professions, you rotate. Maybe you work one weekend every four weeks, or whatever it may be, but then you get Monday and Tuesday off one week, or whatever other days. I think it's time we start opening our eyes to the probability that we should at some point have a 7-day economy. There should be no difference, especially when it comes to electronic banking and all sorts of other things, where you have to do things differently over the weekend. Let these checks clear over the weekend. Let money get deposited and withdrawn properly on the weekends. Let certain types of transactions that don't happen on the weekend happen. FedEx, why aren't you delivering every day of the week? And you're cutting off Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, 3 nights out of 7, or charging extra for that. Offer the same service 7 days a week and provide more jobs to people who will work those days. And that's today's idea of the day. All right, so that's today's idea of the day. I hope you liked it. If you visit ideaoftheday.com, you'll see a new one every day. Every day. Yeah, some of them don't suck. And don't forget to subscribe. And you can see them here every day. Brand new one. And some of my videos don't suck either.